Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Megan. If you didn't know, now you know. Look what we have. If you can hear my fan, I am sorry, but it's hot as Hades in here. And also, this is acrylic, so we need circulation. Saviland saw my recent video testing out an acrylic kit and saw that I wanted to learn acrylic, and so they reached out and they sent me a all-in-one everything you need to start acrylic kit to help me with my journey to learn. And we're gonna open this and see what's in it, and then we're gonna give it a try. Remember, I don't know how to do acrylic, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And with this, let's see if we can make something happen. Okay, so this is what we see when we first open the box. First of all, just want to say thank you to Saviland for sending this over. Greatly appreciate it, and I'm super excited. We've got this bubble wrap. We're gonna save this for later. This is important. We're gonna need to pop that. Then, right here on top, we have an electric nail drill. That's gonna make our job a lot easier. If you wanna read what's here, please pause and read it. Let's look at this real quick. Okay, so we open that up. We have a bit here. It's a flame bit. We've got some of these starter bits that come with every nail kit. We've got sanding bands, and then we've got the hand piece as well as the cord. Wow, look how compact this is. I don't think I have seen a drill this tiny before. There's nothing to it, nothing to turn. I imagine it holds the bits by tension. We're gonna use it though. That's super neat. I'm gonna have to find somewhere to plug this in. And here's our power. Awesome. Next, we have brushes. Let's open them. All right, so we have 3. We have a size 12, a size 10, and a size 6. Now, just from the gazillion YouTube videos I've watched, my understanding is 10 and 12 are some of the most popular sizes, and then the 6, I would imagine, is for more detailed work. I'm probably gonna start with the 10 because I'm not sure if I'm ready to go up to the 12, and the 6 will take all day for me to make a nail. So let's set these to the side. We have some nail polish. Let's check it out. Holy guacamole, I had to work hard to get that open. We have a top coat, a foundation gel, that must be base coat, a nude, let's have a quick look. Yep, creamy, peachy, nudie, that'll do it. A pink, yep, it's like a baby pink, very cute. I almost thought it was gonna be the same pink as this packaging. That would have been hilarious. And a white, very great, it's a good white. Really staple colors, excellent to be included. And I like how they came in this box all neat and orderly. All right, so we've got 3 pots. It is a 15 grams or half an ounce. This is the white one. We have a pink one, and then a clear, of course. Ah, we have a mini UV lamp. How convenient. We have acrylic liquid, also known as Monomer. I could actually smell this as soon as I opened the box, but like, look, it is completely sealed. It has not spilled a single bit. And this is a 4-ounce bottle. I was really getting excited to try Saviland's Monomer because I know the monomer matters. What's this? It's huge. Ew, I think it's nail art. The last thing in this big box is the instructions, and there's a lot of it. So before we go through the nail art, I'll just show you this real quick. So we've got this page, pause to read. This page. This is the back of this side. And then when we turn it over, there's more. This page. this page and this page with their socials and their disclaimers and bits of information. Lots and lots of instructions available. Let's see what's in here. We've got toe separators, nail art brushes, very handy. We've got a pack of chunky hex glitters, a pack of fine hex glitters, and a pack of what I believe is carving acrylic. I had a similar container in that other kit and I didn't know what it was, but when I was looking at the instructions earlier, that's what I think this is. We've got some files and some buffing blocks. There's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, we have some little nail tips, very similar to the other ones that I had. We're not going to use these today because I brought some others. Nail glue, clippers. You can never have enough of these. What's in here? Ooh. Okay, so this is our tools. We have a cuticle pusher, tweezers, cuticle fork, a dotting tool, a cuticle oil, a wax pencil for picking up rhinestones, a dusting brush, great assortment. One of these little scrubby brushes for scrubbing your nails, always have these. We have an assortment of striping tape. It looks like purple, white, silver, red, and maybe a coppery one. We have some removal wipes, some press-on nail tip stickers, and it looks like some decorative stickers. Those are cute. Full cover tips. I bet these are to use with these fake fingers here. He's got this kind of nail. I bet they shove in there somehow. It's kind of a weird shape back here, but okay. We've got some paper forms. These paper forms look much nicer than them gold ones you traditionally get in a lot of these kits. I am not ready to work up to paper forms, but I'm gonna get there. A glass dappen dish, wonderful. And lastly, we've got this little packet of assorted decorations, some little iridescent hearts, gold and silver caviar beads, half pearls, these little hearts. Ooh, these are little flakes of something. Some rhinestones of these miscellaneous shapes, some round ones. This looks like iridescent whole pearls. Little flowers, more flowers, and gold stars. Love it. So this is going to be our guest of honor. This is a full hand from Nail Nobility. I did a review way back when unboxing it, but I haven't done one using it. But I'm gonna tell you guys, it is really hard to get anything to stick to this silicone, but I was finally able to. Only McCart's nail glue so far has been successful in making plastic stick to this silicone, and this heifer has curved nail beds, so you have to put curved claws in here. Straight ones just stick up like your hood is open, and so that looks silly, but I was able to figure it out, and so now I'm able to use it, and she is going to be our hand today, and we're going to give her some beautiful nails. I have a box of tips here. I'm going to pick out her sizes. Alright, we've got tips, and we're going to use Saviland nail glue to put them on. It's got a brush, my favorite. Let's start with this pinky. Want to get a good amount in here, and then I like to put a little bit over here as well so it hangs on. Let's get this in place. Start by pushing it back, rock it forward, hold it down with some effort, and count to maybe 20. Alright, so we've got that on. I hope it holds well since I didn't do any extra prep steps. And then we're just going to do the same thing with these, get them all applied. Okay, so you can see these nails kind of bowing in the middle and then curving back in. It's because they get thinner quicker than these tips underneath here. Putting on some just tips would have been better because then it could have been shaped, but I didn't want to do that and stick the acrylic directly on those because I didn't know if I'd be able to get it off since I'm experimenting with everything. So I figured full cover would be the easiest to remove without possibly ripping up the nail beds. So that's where we're at. Let me put a paper towel down. Okay, got a paper towel, put some gloves on, got us a brush. Let's break it up, get any powder out that may be lingering in here. I don't think there is any. Let's put some liquid in our dish. Hope this has one of them spill-proof holes. It doesn't. I'm a little disappointed. Wow, I made too big of a hole. I like the ones that has the plastic bit and just a little bitty hole up here. That way it doesn't get away. We're gonna have to be very careful with this one. And it's not an easy pour. Okay, so what we'll have to do is smush this out of the way so it doesn't obstruct it and have it actually open, because that just made it go on my paper towel. Saviland, put a spill-proof hole. Okay, I'm gonna bring this up here so that you can see it. There we go. And we're gonna stick our brush in here and mush it around so we can get it nice and saturated. And then we'll be able to just drag it off. Yes, yes, okay. I'm gonna scoot that back though, because while we're working, I don't wanna hit it. So, what shall we do to start? What about pink? Pink is pretty. Let's get this opened. Oh, the little paper thing stayed in here. That doesn't usually happen. Okay. I'm gonna set this to the side. And I've got some paper towels over here for wiping my brush. You wanna make sure you're always wiping your brush so it doesn't get full. And I think we're gonna start over here on this tiny one. Yeah? Zoom it in so y'all can see. We're gonna go through this together, and we're gonna try and use gravity. They say gravity, keep it downwards so it'll help. We're gonna try it. Okay, so I've got a bead. Look at that, it polymerized really quickly. Let's get this on here and try and get it smushed some before it completely dries up on me. I don't know what our time is like, but I can say this feels like it's at least a little bit slower than that other kit. I feel like it would have been already dry on that other one, but I'm getting a little bit of time. It's probably all we're gonna get. The brush just has this weird shape. It'll probably get loose as we get used to it. Oh, that's not actually completely dry, so I'm able to still push it around. That's good. Alright, it's not smearing down anymore, but that's okay. Okay, we got a little bit more. I'm gonna put that down here. Finish off this end bit if we can. This may be a Megan problem, but I am not having an easy time blending it together backwards. It's a thick boy. Oh, look at that. Gotta pay attention to that underneath part, because I was not. I wonder if we get a little bit more monomer. Will that make it easier to smush around? Again, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, alright. We got a little something. There's definitely gonna be some file work involved. That's okay. We knew he was going to do some filing. Let's get some more. Let's try and do us a cuticle bead. So we just gotta push it back here as close as we can. That seems pretty close to me. Oh, get up here. Got too much monomer maybe. Get up there. Okay, I feel like when I push it down like this, my brush isn't very sturdy and it's not giving a lot of push. And so I'm having to come up here with the back of the brush where the bristles are a little bit more dense to use it to push with some oomph so that it will actually move it. I do like that it dries slower than that other one, but also with these bristles being so soft down there, it's making me get this all over the finger, which is not ideal. Let's look at it from the side though. Definitely gonna have to file some off here. Now, I would not say that's the worst Let's back that up a little bit so you can see it. It does have a little bit of apex, but like, it's not ideal. It could use some more, like here. I think we should give it some more, maybe just a tiny bit. So it's a little bit more bulky here. And then a slope. I think we should. Let me just get a little bit. That's not really enough, but we're gonna have to make it work because it's what I put on here. Okay, I'm working faster. It's going better on my spread. A little bit lumpy here, but that is something I can fix in filing. You don't have to be super great at application if your filing is good. So I think that's okay. Let's leave that one to dry. What do you think if we did each nail different? No, because that's not gonna come out cute in the end. We want a cute set. So yeah, let's let this one hang out for a while and move on to this finger. Put that up in the air, madam. We want this one. Now let's try and do a better job on this one. So I am gonna get me some acrylic. It didn't get very much, but that's okay. We'll start here and try and get it in place faster. Yes, that's not bad. We got a good end going. It's not much of it, but it's there. Let's get that on there too. Get down to the sides, pulling it down. Yeah, okay, push that. We're getting kind of an even application. That's good. Got us one of these. Look at it crumble a little bit. It's polymerizing. That part didn't make it. Let's hurry up and put this on here though before it gets too hard to use. This one didn't have the right consistency, so it's a little bit feisty. We're gonna have to fill in the sides because it didn't manage to make it in there. All right, we got some more. This one's a little bit more liquidous. Let's try and get it in sooner. All right, we got some in. Let's get this side. Yeah, all right, and then get to pulling. Put some back here. All right, so let's look at it. This one, it appears to be a bit smoother. Back here though is not as smooth, but it does have a little apex. Let's compare them. So the pinky definitely has a higher apex, but the ring finger is more of a smooth nail. And since they're not super long, it doesn't need to be super high. And this one looks like it's a lot better of an application. So let's move on to the next finger. All right, and I'm gonna improve, or at least try to improve on this nail. So let me just do it real quick. So let's look at it. I think we did a semi-decent job and our brush is really loosening up. So we do have some apex. Now my cuticle's a bit thick. We're gonna have to file that down. But it's semi-straight. Still gonna need quite a bit of filing, but not bad. Not too bad. I did have a dip here, and there's still slightly a dip, but I put some in it. Next, my brush is certainly starting to take on a fat wide shape. Okay, so not a bad shape on top. Definitely also will need filing. The tip is kind of not happy, but that's okay. And yeah, it's getting kind of sticky. And then I'll do the thumb real quick and I'll come right back. Alright, so you can see this wet spot here. That's because I dumped my whole cup of monomer over on it. So that's great. So we're gonna put some glitters in. I've picked out these two. We're gonna stick with the pinky vibe. And we're gonna stick these in with clear. Well, opening that flung the glitter all over me, so that's great. I've got them sitting over here to the side so that I can kind of dip at them without getting them on me. If possible, I switch to the smaller brush because as you can see, the big one is a bit hard. My stuff is sticking. That's the problem. Everything is sticking to this freaking monomer. So again, we're gonna come back over here to this guy. And so what we'll do is we'll get us a little bit of clear, and then we're gonna put it on here real quick, and before it dries, in theory, we're going to, ew, that's not wet enough. This isn't gonna work like I had hoped. Spread it out so I can stick some glitter in it. Put some of these, see? Get them in there. Maybe that's not the technique. I pick them up first and put them back here, just on the nail. Like, it kind of should be sticking in something, but beggars can't be choosers, and I don't know what I'm doing. So let's say we put that like that, okay? And then we go back and we get us some clear, but with more liquid, because obviously what I did a moment ago was not enough. This one's polymerizing better. Yes, and then we put this back here, get it up to them edges if we can. Oop, get your butt in there, and then drag it down. And I'm not sure that this smaller brush is working better for me. I feel like the brush I was using the other day had sturdier bristles, maybe? Because I feel like I'm having to do a lot of pushing with the back of the brush. I mean, that's a cool effect, but like, look how much apex there is. I'm gonna have to shave so much of that down because that don't make no sense. That's not cute. Look at all these hanging out. Those will have to come off. That looks terrible. But the pinky has had a journey. Let's go over here with this guy. See if we can do a better job. Alright, let's change our technique. I'm gonna put some monomer on here so it's wet. I don't know if that's the best plan, but it's what I'm gonna do. Then I'm gonna get some of this and put it on here. Spread them around a little bit. And get some of these white ones. Spread them around a little bit. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Need you to get away from this edge though. Oh crap, now they're trying to stick to my brush. Okay, so maybe we give that a few minutes to dry up a little bit, and then we're gonna cover that with clear. And it should go better this time. Maybe I'll switch back to that bigger brush. I don't know. Let's start with this back here. Get this pushed in. I switched to this smaller brush because I figured maybe it would be more sturdy since it's less long, but I'm not necessarily finding that to be true. This clear seems harder to work with than even the pink was. And it's not runny at all. Like, I feel like it would be better if it had a little bit of run, because I have to put a lot of pressure on this. I switch back to this one since I gotta put some back here in this tiny bit now. This nail has become a thick boy. Let's look. Look at it. Look how lumpy that is. Hilarious. I would love to try a marble on here, but I don't think I can make it work. I got the white open. And so what we'll do, we'll get us a mostly wet brush. I got some white. It is not polymerizing well. There it goes. Starting to do some. No, that's way too dry. That's just a hard bead. It barely even spread on this paper towel. Alright, let's try that again. So maybe we can get... That's not quite right. That's too much. That's not a marble. Alright, I think we're on to an idea. Alright, let me get a little bit more. We're just going to have to put it on here strategically, I think. Okay, so now that we've got that on here, we're going to encapsulate that with the clear. Alright, so we got some clear. Let's get that moving quickly. If you can do it fast enough, it seems to go pretty well. I think my problem is I move too slow, and then also I have 2 drive beads because they don't butter down. Gonna need a lot of filing. That's something if I ever saw one. So it seems like I kind of need to work with the big brush and a little brush at the same time. I'm going to try and do something over here with the glitter that's not as terrible. So let's get us a little bit of monomer. Get it wet. Just putting these up here. And a couple just making their way downtown. When it gets sticky, that really does help it stay. Let's get us some clear. Got a long bead. Okay. Let's do like that then. Okay. That is every bit on the cuticle back here. Maybe that's what it is. We want to leave it thick and not have to do the brushing at it. Is that what I've been doing wrong this whole time, is brushing at it? I want to get it on there and just let it be thick, boy. That don't seem right. I think I need to brush at it to make it smooth. Okay, I've come to the conclusion that it is my powder to liquid ratio. I'm not putting enough liquid because I did this one and I put a whole bunch of liquid and it just smoothed on here, and I just had to keep it on there and let it slide down, and I think that's what it's supposed to do. So I think that's what it is. I'm doing them too dry. Now I'm obviously not going to be able to fix that now because I've got these on here, so we're going to shape them up, but I do know for my next try to use way more liquid. So before we bust out that e-file, we're gonna do the edges a little bit with this to try and get them to be a little bit more sensible, because as you've seen, they're kind of jacked. Bro, I thought I was recording. What if I stopped the recording when I started? So we're working on this. Gosh. It does get down through there, but it's not an all-in-one bit by any means, and also you can't twist people's fingers like this. Okay. Okay, so we have so much dust, so much everywhere, but we've got these debulked around the cuticles, took off some of our marbling. Now we're gonna go in with this guy and work on our shape a little bit more. We wanna get our edges crispened up and straight, and then our tops. I like to roll it as I work my way across. And then on this side, hold it up and go this way. It's not as fast, but it works. Okay, now that we've got done with that filing, we had our client go ahead and wash her hands. Looking much better. Shape isn't terrible. We're doing all right. We did lose some of our marbling, but that's because I didn't make it thick enough, and even this one's okay. So I can't decide what kind of decoration I should put on here. I mean, it should be something, but I don't know what. All right, so here's what we have. Let's take a look. Let me back this up a little bit so that I can lean this up. So here's our nails. Not terrible shapes. They all have a pretty large apex. That one's a little bit less. This one's definitely got one. I think that we did okay, especially for our first try. I'm gonna get you some photos and insert them here while I'm going through this. So, what did I learn? I learned a wetter bead is better. I learned that I should put the glitter down before the acrylic instead of in the middle, because that just made a lot of it file off. I learned that I should have went up higher with the French because there's a gap between the end of the nail bed and the French, and I would have liked that to be covered in. I learned that trying to marble with the acrylic is not in my skill set yet, and the one that I did with the base coat and the white polish is better. I learned that I have a lot to learn, but most importantly, I had a whole lot of fun doing this, and every time I get to practice is an opportunity to improve and learn something new. And so I would say I have done a pretty good job. What do you think? Let me know. If you have a Saviland acrylic kit, let me know what you think of it. Is it working for you? Am I doing something wrong? And if I am, what is it and how do I fix it? I do watch a ton of videos and intend to watch many more. But I also like to make nails. I am not even close to being ready to do this on myself, so we're gonna keep working with our friend Miss Thing here. But that's it. I am gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for your interaction, your subscription, your comments, and your likes. I appreciate all of it. It does help my channel, helps the algorithm, and it helps me grow. And thank you, Saviland, for sending this on over to me. I definitely appreciate that as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.